Hello.
Hello?
Look at this. There's a special.
Hello?
Hello. Yes, there's a special
Hello?
treat. Jordan's taken me to the park. So yes, we're
Clean it
doing
up, bitch.
we're doing this again. We're doing cleaning Powerwash Simulator 3000.
There's no 3,000 involved, but yeah, okay. Just as a heads up to anyone who's watching this, we've already had some technical difficulties tonight,
Yeah, both
and
of
we've
our
barely been
internets,
at this for like 2 minutes.
both
So,
both of our internets playing up a little bit. It seems.
yeah, so it seems.
Uh,
So, fun times all round.
yes.
I look forward to Ben's recording not having my voice and my recording not having Ben's, and getting disconnected from a game maybe,
And it hardly matters. Nobody
and us
watches.
talking over each other because we don't know that everyone's talking.
Nobody watches these. I'll be.
But that's just the way that it goes sometimes.
I'll be. There's in the far-flung future. Some a 70-year-old me is getting very exasperated watching this. Thinking, for fuck's sake, couldn't that fat twat, God rest his soul, ever fix his bloody. Oh, I'm mad.
Yours has been more problematic than mine this last few weeks.
Well,
Since your move, yours has been a lot worse than mine has.
yes,
Okay, just so that we're clear.
okay.
Okay. Anywho,
How you been?
we did that.
Yeah, but not in front of people.
We're not in front of people now.
I'm alright. I had a very busy week at work.
Yeah.
Both our receptionists are off ill.
It's all
So
right for some, innit?
I was on reception for 3 hours today. 3 bloody hours.
Oh, having to answer the phones and
I
stuff.
know,
Good
out
God.
there in front of the people.
However, do you cope with having to deal with people?
Safe at my desk with my admin work.
I said a funny thing at work today.
Did you? Are you sure?
Yeah, no, it was definitely funny.
Are you? Because we've been here before.
No, 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 it was definitely funny.
Okay.
It was funny and risque.
Okay. Well, okay. Let's hear it.
Okay, so someone was doing the Wordle, right? I don't
No,
know if you've done the Wordle today or not.
I haven't. I'll do
No,
it
because
during
there's
your
there's a
gaming session.
okay. Well, I'm going to tell. I need to tell you what the word is, or the conversation doesn't make sense.
All
So,
right. Well, I can get it in one then. What's the word?
uvula.
That's annoying. I never would have gotten that.
No, we wouldn't have got it either. So anyway, we had that and we were talking about it, and
Yeah.
someone described it as the testicle things in the back of your throat, or the
Okay.
testicle things in your mouth. And
Okay.
I said yes, but only if they're your own. If they're someone else's, they're just testicles.
Okay.
And there was a group laugh. We all had a good old
Was it
giggle at it.
was it one of those laughs where people were genuine? Because you have trouble with this, I think.
No, no, it was a genuine. It
Okay.
was a genuine. Yeah.
All right. Not the
Someone
one.
lost it for like a minute.
Not the pitying ones I give you.
No, no, these people actually like me.
I think you're basically fine, all things considered.
Yeah, I wouldn't even go that far for you.
The costs of replacing you are just. You might as well just
That's
grin and
that's it,
bear it.
isn't it? You don't want to lose the investment, the time investment
I
that you've put
it
into
would
me.
it would be like getting another therapist. If my therapist
I'm like a
dies,
timeshare.
well, yeah, sort of. If my
Yeah,
therapist dies, I'm not sure I want another one because that's a lot of groundwork I have to fill them in on. And he doesn't even keep notes.
yeah. So you can't even just ask for your notes.
I'll have to make a PowerPoint. I'll have to
Well,
do.
just like that time I tried to explain the Star Wars series to someone,
Was it your partner or your former partner or your son?
but it was in a dream
Right.
because I'd made a PowerPoint.
God, it's cracking content tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, well, actually, I have got some cracking content because I have a connections round
Oh,
for
marvelous.
later. For later,
Well,
you're not. You either. Oh God, you're either going to get it or you're really not going to get it.
okay.
Like either
Well,
you know it or you haven't got a fucking clue and you won't get it.
speaking of connections rounds,
You've
I
been watching Only Connect again.
I don't have a connections round.
I didn't think you would have
I thought
because
about it.
you've given up on it. It seems.
I haven't given up on it. I'm fucking busy, man.
Oh yeah, because I don't. I also have a full time job.
You've more of a full-time job than I do.
Well, exactly. And a kid.
Yeah.
And a shiny Pokemon card.
Oh.
I got given some Pokemon cards from a McDonald's. Like I didn't get the McDonald's. I found them on my desk. One of my colleagues thought I would want them, right?
Why?
Because I'm a nerd. I don't know why they thought I'd want them. I
What?
don't know because it's not like I've ever expressed any interest in collecting them. But point is,
Can I have
and
them?
I can you just let me finish my fucking story? I'll take that as a guess.
Okay.
We were talking about how it would be really cool if I had a shiny, but I'd probably be the only fucking person on the planet to get a shiny card, Pokemon card from McDonald's.
Uh,
And the first fucking card was a fucking shiny.
uh, what was
So
it?
like I don't. It was a Sprigatino or something like that.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah.
I'm not wild about
Right.
the newer ones. I'm as I get older, I enjoy the newer generations less and less. But hey
Well,
ho.
I miss the good old days when there was only 150 odd, and I could do a poker rap if I had the words.
Mm.
Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. That's how it used to be. Back when I was a lad.
Mm. Yeah,
How's this park doing, do you think? We're already 10% of the way there. That's not gone too badly, has it?
I suppose I'm trying to deal with this Stegosaurus.
More like a
Mm.
Megasaurus.
Would you like a topic?
Oh, why not?
Well, there's big ecclesiastical news recently, isn't there?
Oh, God, yeah,
We're getting
yeah.
a new Archbishop of Canterbury.
Do you think this one will meet me for breakfast
Well,
or
I
something?
did vaguely think of you. Maybe what if it's somebody who's been playing the long game? That intern who read your letter when it came through and put it in
Email.
some drawer or email and just hasn't been able to shake it ever since. Has crawled up the ranks of the Church of England and their first order of business will be reaching out to you.
I've still got that email address.
That's how the Church of England dies.
Oh, it wouldn't die because it
Well, it's
fucking.
fucking dying already, isn't it?
I mean, what? Because of all the nonsense.
Yeah, that doesn't
Oh,
help.
it didn't stop the Catholics, did it?
Well, yeah, but the church. I mean, the Catholic Church is present in very religious countries. Church of England, believe it or not, kind of limited to England, which is not, you know, as religious as once it was.
Hooray! Victory!
Yeah, it has been, you know, hemorrhaging support for a while now. You know,
Well, if you're gonna
I don't know what the
encourage people
census
to believe
takes
in shit,
are, but you know,
you,
it's.
you you know my stance on faith.
You mean religious
I'm
faith or
opposed.
just faith?
Religious faith.
You know,
I mean, I don't mind people having faith in other people. That's fine. It's misguided, but it's fine.
I have faith in you.
You're an idiot then. I don't even have faith in me.
That's because you know yourself better.
Oh yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm qualified to call you an idiot for having faith in me.
Oh, well. But sure, look. I'm fine with religious faith. I just think organized religion is really dumb.
All right, Karl Marx.
Well, I do. I think the idea that there's a guy whose understanding of the universe when it comes to shit you can't prove is more valid than yours. You know, it's 2,000 years of I don't know vague feelings about the way things work. You know, I don't think that's any more valid than your own independent ideas in that regard. That probably doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, it's like make your own fucking mind up, isn't it? That you can't prove it. It's just your view is just as valid, and you're both definitely wrong. You know,
Yep.
if you predicate the idea of religion on the fact you can't know the God, really, if God is omnipotent, very
Mm.
stupid and arrogant to suggest you have the slightest fucking idea what he's doing, or she, or they. You know,
Yes, I think it's ridiculous for a supposedly all-powerful, all-knowing, omnipresent being would conform to human gender roles.
well, yes, I've made this point before. Gender is, I mean, we're moving away from it, I guess, very gradually as a society, those sort of strict gender norms and whatever. But the idea that being beyond the scale of the very universe itself, how it can be, gendered is utter bullshit. It's just stupid. It's a monumental lack of imagination.
God is a ham sandwich.
God is whatever you want it to be, and it's definitely not that. You know,
God is dead.
that's and alive. God is
All right,
everything.
Schrodinger.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's
Am I
it's.
not allowed to get philosophical?
I think most people just go to church because they feel, it's traditional. That's just what they've always done. It's a
Wasn't there a
social thing.
conversation not that long ago where you talked about sort of finding faith again? And I
You say
was,
again.
well, I mean,
Well, yeah. I mean,
there was a conversation I regularly recall.
I don't. I don't. Well, yeah. I've sort of leaned into it, sort of fallen. I mean, I had a very rough time a few years ago, and for the first time in my life, I knew the peace that faith could bring, and it was very eye opening to me because it was like, oh my God, the idea that there's essentially order in the universe, and that there's a God who loves you and is watching you and looking out for you, and everything seems a bit rough right now, but there's a plan and it's going to work out for you. That was so fucking great, you know.
God would love me right up until I saw my internet history.
God has already seen your internet history, and God loves you anyway. And if
God's an
that
idiot.
if that isn't worthy of worship, I don't know what is. I haven't seen your internet history, but if I did, I'd probably never talk to you again.
My internet history is not that bad, actually.
Really.
It's really not. And I'm
It
not one of those people who
mm,
like
probably
just
isn't.
curates it. I don't get rid of the shit from my internet history. I don't give a fuck. If
Probably.
anyone's got to my internet history, it's too late anyway, right?
Yeah, sorry, your child having to clear this out of you died. Who brought the laptop to whatever the future version of Curry's is to try and sell it, and
As if I'd have a laptop.
has been awkwardly
I don't use
told.
laptops.
Sorry, there's an awful lot of weird. I mean, we can't even describe what's on here. But I didn't know you could get a fist so far up a man's anus.
Oh, that's the easiest place to fist a man. It's when you stick a fist up his
Well, I don't know. Whatever you. Okay.
keyhole.
Well, there you go.
That's when it's really, you know.
But yes, you're right. I have sort of leaned in a bit more to faith. I would not describe myself as an atheist anymore. I describe myself as agnostic. Not that I would ever seriously argue that God exists, because there's just no fucking point.
Well, yeah, is
Because
that.
you can't
Who
prove
gives a
it.
fuck at the end
It's
of the day?
it's called faith. It doesn't matter. Nobody has to believe in anything. That's fine. I could be the only person on earth who has this idea, and that would be completely fine. And it shouldn't be in government, and it shouldn't be organised. It's a personal philosophical thing. Let's not
Who that?
get fucking ideas above ourselves. Yeah,
So anyway, he's resigned because of all the nonsense.
Well, I've always hated that word. I don't know. It just seems like such an unpleasant word. Could we use another
Hey,
word?
all right, he's retired because of all the kiddie fiddlers.
That's better. Yeah.
No, it's not. It's a much less pleasant term.
I just don't like the word nonce. I just
Well, I
never.
don't like the word paedophile.
All right, naughty men.
No, because that doesn't necessarily imply that they've done anything like that.
Sex,
That might be a
sex,
sexual term.
sex criminals.
Okay, that I'll live with.
Perverts.
I won't. No, pervert doesn't necessarily mean.
Oh, you're a pervert, aren't you? And you've never done anything like that.
I would say that realistically, I would probably fall under the definition of a pervert.
I,
But I'm not one of those.
no, you're not. It's one of your rare, plus sides.
What do you mean rare? What do you mean rare plus sides? I've got plenty of plus sides.
Decent head of hair, sometimes funny, not a paedophile. That's, well done. Sorry, that was
You're
me.
more of a paedophobe than you are a paedophile.
I don't really care for children much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I wish you'd let them out your basement then.
I don't have a basement. That's the weirdest thing.
I know, right? Borrow someone else's. It's crazy.
Anyway,
In 70 years from now, well, no, not 70 years. In like 40 years from now,
I'm gonna be thinking.
you're gonna be like, Did I have a basement?
Did I ever let those children out? Oh God. Oh, it's exactly the sort
What
of
if
thing
it's still down there?
exactly the sort of thing I would worry about if I was old and senile. Old senile me, it's fine. You haven't done anything wrong. There's no.
Not yet.
I mean, you almost certainly have, but not that. Don't go blabbing about the murders.
Well, no, actually, okay. So I have a follow-on topic, but you need to decide whether you want to go with sex criminal or murderer.
Well, we haven't finished the Archbishop of Canterbury and the naughty man incident.
All right, I'll look at Ben.
Right. Well, there was a naughty man. He was caught being naughty, and the Archbishop of Canterbury was
Refused to
informed of
smack him on
this
his bottom.
and did very little to assist this pervert, paedophile, sex abuser,
Sex criminal.
sex pervert, groper.
Molester.
Yes, molester. That's a nice one. Molester. Yeah, he didn't do enough, and there's been some calls for him to resign recently, and he said he wouldn't, and then he did.
The Boris Johnson school of doing things.
Yes, I mean the Church of England is fucked. It's just management of decline. It's not going to exist in 20 years. I just shouldn't think. You know.
Well, one can hope.
Who are you? Who do you
One
want
down.
him to be succeeded by? Have you got a front runner?
I have no idea who's in the running. Is Alan Sugar an option?
No,
Can we hire him? Can we flip the script and hire him?
no, because he's an almighty bellend.
Okay, but also Justin Welby didn't really have an issue with the molester, so he's an almighty bellend as well.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
True to form.
You see, the issue with this is that whenever you know someone, a member of the clergy gets caught doing shit like this, the people up top roll the dice and say, you know what, if this gets out, we're gonna look really bad. But if we cover it up, maybe it won't get out, and then it gets out and does 10 times more damage than it would have if you just taken action.
Yeah, don't sweep things under the rug, kids, because
It's
you never know how long it's going to take for
well,
someone to pull it up.
exactly, exactly. That's a good way. That's a good way of phrasing it. Eventually, somebody's going to move that rug. Somebody's going to redesign your house, and you'll be left
You
standing
can't
there.
you can't cover a turd in carpet because you're still walking on turd and it's still going to stink.
Yeah, people will find out, and suddenly the question isn't, oh, did you accidentally shit on the floor? It's did you accidentally shit on the floor and then put this carpet over it for 30 years?
Hmm?
And then it gets awkward, you know. And you have to live with the idea that, oh God, somebody's going to find out any day now. Oh God, oh God, oh God. You know.
And that's that sort of level of guilt is a more Catholic thing than it's a Church of England thing
Yeah.
because they're all about being guilty, aren't they?
I'd make an excellent Catholic. I feel guilty constantly.
Yeah, but you wouldn't if you stopped doing all that stuff you shouldn't do.
Well,
I repeat, let those people go.
no. They know
That
what
was my
they did.
Moses.
Let my people go.
Yeah, but they're not my people in this case. I'd be a great hostage negotiator.
Well, I checked on the BBC website, who did a rundown of some of the likely candidates. There's a lot of liberal voices in there. I suspect it'll be a pretty generic liberal type who won't do much. Oh,
The thing that it does. Your
I,
internet has
I,
been quite shit.
yes, I expect it'll be. Sorry about. Oh, are you still in it?
No, I need you to redo
Oh dear.
the thing because it co-op turns off and then you
It
need to turn it back on.
it kicked me out.
Okay, well that's fine.
Do we start from the beginning?
It saves you progress.
Okay.
No, it saves you progress.
All right, we're at 27%.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I expect the next one will be pretty generic liberal who will not do much of anything. I mean, the Church of England is fucked.
You know what the real cause of this problem for Justin Welby is, don't you?
What?
It was too friendly with Harry and Meghan.
He's also not got a beard. I think every Archbishop of Canterbury should have a beard.
Are you in the level?
Yes.
Are you going to turn co-op back on so I can join you?
Do you need another invite?
No, I just need you to turn co-op back on so I can join you.
Okay, co-op is back on. Please join me.
Thank you. Right, can we move on?
I think I'm finished. How long has Justin Welby been Archbishop of Canterbury?
It's in our lifetime.
Well, yeah, obviously. I mean, I remember Rowan Atkinson, Williamson.
Rowan Williams.
He looked like an Archbishop of Canterbury, didn't he?
He did, but
He looked like.
he also sort of looked a bit like a sex offender. So
Did he?
you know,
He didn't. He looked
yeah.
like a guy.
In fairness, it is the beard.
What's wrong with the beard?
No, it's not that there's anything necessarily wrong with it. There's just nothing right with it.
I don't think he looked like a sex offender. I think he looked like a communist with an allotment.
Well, all good communists have an allotment.
Yeah, God bless him. Right.
But they don't really have an allotment. We have an allotment.
I think I'm done with that. I can't. I mean, do you have anything
All
else
right.
to
Do you
add?
want to do? Do you want to go sex criminal or murder?
What is this like? Do you want to hang
I'm
out?
not asking. I'm not giving you life guidance or anything. I just want to know which topic do you want to go to: sex criminal or murder?
Oh God, I know they're both going to be so underwhelming. Sex criminal, please.
So I started listening to another audiobook.
Okay. Is it?
Uh,
I mean, you've done Lolita already, haven't you?
yeah, I did. Um, I listened to a dramatization of The Three Musketeers.
Ah.
What would you say if I told you that D'Artagnan, or D'Artagnan, or however they pronounce it, is a rapist?
I mean, I didn't know that.
I didn't.
I
And then it happened.
I've never seen an adaptation of The Three Musketeers, so I don't know
In
whether it's ever been
1993,
adapted.
the version I read the plot line, the synopsis for the actual book by Dumas.
Yeah.
And the events that are described in there were played out in the dramatization, and so I would say that it is original canon that D'Artagnan is a rapist.
Please describe the scene.
What happens is D'Artagnan pretends to be a man that a woman wants to sleep with because he is infatuated with her.
Okay.
Continues pretending to be that man right up until they have had sex.
Okay.
That's the rape element.
Yeah, that
It
is.
is sex under false pretenses.
It is.
And then, whilst pretending to be that man still, hitters her off to the point that she wants him, the real him, to kill the other man, the man he was pretending to be. They then have sex again. He accidentally lets slip that they've already had sex whilst having sex.
Yeah.
Which is a fucking stupid thing. Fucking idiot. Like, the whole thing's ridiculous, but, you know, like, if there's ever a time to do that, not right after, you know.
Yeah.
And then she, for the rest of the story, tries to get revenge on him,
Oh,
right up until haunting him.
is she the woman who hangs herself? Is there a woman who hangs herself?
She tries to hang herself at one point, but she ends up getting executed towards the end.
Oh.
D'Artagnan and the other three and the Three Musketeers sentence her to death.
That reminds me. Sorry, go on.
So no, it's fine. Carry on.
That reminds me very loosely of Tales of the Unexpected episode, where a man is meeting a woman he hasn't seen in years after an incident where she is married to like this Greek billionaire, and she has a lover she's planning on running away with, and the Greek billionaire finds out and murders her lover right in front of her, and her friend is sort of worried about her and wants to see how this has panned out, and she shows up laughing on the arm of her billionaire husband and reveals that yeah, it was kind of fucked up, but you know what, it was kind of touching he went to that, you know, length for me. She found the whole thing very endearing.
I think I remember you talking to me about this
Yeah,
a while back.
I like the twist in that, but I don't like much the rest of the episode doesn't really stay with me. I just think it's a really good twist. That actually, yeah, that's really touching. But yeah.
Well, no, D'Artagnan's a rapist. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
this. I mean, that's. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Is
She is.
Dogtanian a rapist?
Dogtanian probably would be, yes. And I was thinking about Dogtanian. Do you know do you know when that came out?
1983.
1981.
Hmm.
Not far off. But like, I want to watch that. I had one of the videos, and I've not seen all of it. And I kind of want to watch it, even though I know, by my standards nowadays, it will be shit. But it's a
Hmm.
part of my history, you know.
Yeah.
I kind of want to watch it all.
Yeah.
Um, I feel like if you are going to watch an oh shit, that's my phone going. If you are going to watch an adaptation, I would say the 1993 with Charlie Sheen,
Is Tim Curry
Kiefer
in that?
Sutherland, Tim Curry, and Oliver Stone is a good shout.
Tim Curry
My
is.
phone's going, so I need to make a quick answer that, and then I will be
Who
right back.
who is it?
It's my son's mother.
Oh right. Okay.
Yeah, I'll just be a moment.
I've got a field time. Well, look at this thing. It's quite shiny, really. Um, God, it looks good. This game is very satisfying for that sort of thing. Cleaning stuff is a satisfying thing to do. Um, Jordan was very much right. I maybe I do have the autism. I certainly have autistic traits because this is doing it for me. And there's not really a lot not going on with it aside from this. He's gonna hate how I'm doing this, I'm sure. So it's a bit rude for him to be on the phone and playing. I think, I've had my differences with what's her face, but bit rude, I think. Bit rude. Now, when I was a kid, my nan lived in Ireland, and there was a great play place by the local gym. And when I moved over there for 3 years in 2016, I saw it again. And I didn't play, but it looked so much smaller. Yeah, this is very satisfying. Is Jordan better at filling time than I am? He might be. I don't know. When I did my when I did the tier list videos for my proper channel, I always found that a little difficult. I'm not good at non-scripted or solo stuff. It's a very difficult thing to do. You do sort of feel a bit peculiar doing it. I mean, I'm good at talking to myself, but I'm not really talking to myself. I'm stuck in that weird hinterland where I'm talking to somebody, but yet still talking to myself. Very strange. Howdy, Dirt Finder. Sounds like a racial slur. Put everything on hold. My golf buggy's soiled like you wouldn't believe. Hmm. Hmm. He's still working. Still working away, so can't be saying anything that interesting. Unlike me. Uh, these videos are at their best, I think, when we've got a good rapport going. That's really what this is about. It's not really about good content or getting loads of views. It's just about a record of a friendship. Like my grandparents' generation would take photographs. Well, Jordan doesn't much care for photographs, although I need to take more. And this is what we'll have instead, which is probably going to lead me to kill myself one day, but hey ho. After Jordan, of course. Which is annoying because I kind of need him alive. For now, anyway. Oh, he's stopped. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Okay. Jesus Christ, he couldn't. He could. I mean, in fairness, he's probably saying goodnight to his son. God, that's kind of satisfying, isn't it? Look at that. Well, why don't I do this? It's nice. My little thing. Jordan can do the main thing, and I'll do the roundabout. Is it a roundabout? I don't know. You having fun? I'm not. Maybe we should do ASMR. Or would it be terrible? I don't know though. Everybody's into ASMR. Maybe we should do that. I don't think Jordan would take it seriously. Probably sneeze on purpose. Jesus fucking Christ, is he still... Where is he? Oh, there he is. He stopped. If this was a real job, he'd be fired from this. Being on the phone while he's meant to be working. He's going to have a swift reprimand with his manager. My diary is very, very not out of date. What do you call it? I'm very behind on it. Like a month, I think. It's all right because there's been big things that have happened, but there's so few. There's only a couple of big things, so I can get it all done fairly easy. That's my job for tomorrow. I'm gonna tidy my house a little bit, kitchen anyway. Do a wash my bed sheets, and then I'm going to edit these on my new video editing software because OpenShot wasn't doing it for me. It started lagging. I don't know why. Whenever I started up a clip, it would take a little while to get going. You'd pause it, and it would keep going for like a couple of seconds before it paused, which was not great, especially seeing as I'm coming up to editing a big video fairly soon. I'll do some script editing for my other YouTube channel. Got a great video coming up. Really keen to get into that. It's gonna be fun. Very
Oh
nearly.
my god, fucking hell, I'm back.
Jesus, what the fuck were you talking about?
Well, it started off with childcare arrangements. You know what? We can't go into this here whilst we're recording.
Okay.
We'll go into it after.
Mm-hmm.
We can talk about it, but not while we're recording.
Fine. I'll carry on talking about what I was talking about. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna do script editing tomorrow, and yeah, that'll be well, not tomorrow, the Saturday and Sunday, and that'll be my weekend. So Friday usually falls into the whole manage my affairs day, which is quite handy really. And then Saturday and Sunday I do productive things, personal project stuff mostly. Sometimes I relax for a weekend if I feel I
I
deserved
have
it.
told you should stop having affairs.
Have you? If
Yeah,
anything,
stop having
if
affairs.
anything, you've said the opposite.
No. Because it's not like I have affairs, is it? It's not like I support affairs. I support open communication between partners, which may or may be one partner with one partner, or one partner with multiple partners, or multiple partners with multiple partners. I'm all about open communication. It's not an affair if
Well,
everyone knows what's going on.
that's a very modern interpretation of the word affair. An affair of the heart. It's an affair. Put your affairs in order. You know, an affair doesn't have to be immoral.
No, I
Or
was joking that you were having
I,
immoral affairs.
I know
I
that.
know. I knew full well what you meant.
Okay,
I'm not an idiot.
okay. Well,
I
okay.
was making a joke.
Were you? Okay.
Yes.
See, this is why I'm so skeptical your colleagues find you funny, but
Yeah, well, you're not there at the time, so
My
you don't
colleagues
know
find
about
me
Blueberry.
fucking hilarious. My team leader said I should do stand up. In fact,
Well,
a lot of them found me so funny they were rolling their eyes with glee every time I
you
opened
know
my
what?
mouth.
I would rather you just shut up and sit down personally. But hey, that's just me.
What? What?
I
Oh,
would. You fucker.
there's that. There's that wit you keep telling me you have. I did
Yes.
a funny thing
Can we can we
today.
get back to the Three Musketeers? Because I wasn't done.
I did give you the option before I interrupted you. I thought
No,
you were
because
finished.
you were finishing. I'd finished the conversation that I'd had to have, but I didn't mean to. I didn't want to stop that conversation. Get your funny thing done, and then we'll move back to it. It's
Okay,
fine.
well, my one of the senior management team's a pretty funny guy, and he comes downstairs and people say hi and ask him how he is, and he says, "I'm fine, thanks. Thanks for asking. Nobody else ever bothers," which is the joke because we all do. And he did this, and I, quick as a flash, went, "How are you?" And he went, "What did he say? I'm fine, thanks." And once more with feeling. And my team manager thought that was very witty of me.
Oh, for you, it probably is.
Fuck you. I'm the wittiest person I know.
Yeah, well, you clearly don't know many people, then, do you?
I know you.
Well, not very well.
I do know you well. We've shared a
Not that
bed.
well. Well, yeah.
You and
I
I.
wish you'd stop going on about it.
You've forgotten this, but we fell asleep in the same bed as each other.
I'm not surprised, just because I don't. It was a big deal to you. Clearly, it was just a fucking Tuesday for me.
Yeah.
So
Well.
anyway, the Three Musketeers.
Yes. Go on. Tell us more
Um,
about French rape or whatever.
no, we're moving on from that bit. We're saying overall, it's actually quite a good story. There's a lot of dodgy bits in it,
Yeah.
as evidenced by the French rape,
We.
and the fact that she does get her sort of revenge on him
Oh, so it's
by
that's okay
killing
then.
his love,
Yeah.
the woman that he loves, who was in turn a woman that was married to another man, but it was a crappy marriage
Well,
that neither of them were overly happy with.
at least the
So
text, at least the text acknowledges that it's rape. I guess.
yeah, because she actively calls him a rapist
Well, there
a
you go.
lot,
Well, that's.
and he does feel guilt for the act. Like
Mm,
he just before he sentences her to death at the
which
end,
is a bit
it's
shitty
like
of him.
he's like, if it was just me that if it had just I that had wronged you and you that had wronged me, I would say let's call it even and part ways or something like that. And then she proposes that very same thing, so it's not like him trying to sweep it under the rug himself.
Mm.
But because she killed the woman he loved, it wasn't just him that she needed to atone for. If that made sense.
So, which character who plays this character in the '93 adaptation?
Jerry O'Connell or something like that. I don't know.
Is that Robin from Batman and Robin?
It might well be actually. But no, it's a good. I think it's a decent
No.
film. I think it's entertaining. Do you know the names of the Musketeers?
D'Artagnan.
Okay, the others, because he's only a Musketeer at the end, really.
Uh,
Not just a Musketeer, a lieutenant.
Donna Cupid Blitzen. I don't know. I do. I
Aramis,
probably do.
Athos, and Porthos.
Oh, Porthos. Porthos is the name of the dog in Enterprise, I think, isn't he?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the name of his dog in Enterprise.
But yeah, no, I thoroughly enjoyed it overall.
Well,
Um,
good.
it was funnier than I expected as well, and I don't know how much of that is original text and how much of it is for dramatization, because again, it has been adapted. But
Mm.
it was entertaining. There were witticisms in there that amused me
Oh,
to the
lovely.
point of actually laughing, which is good. That's what you want from something like that. I wasn't expecting it. I thought it would be quite dry and
Mm.
quite, you know,
Mm.
disappointing. To be honest, I expected to be a bit disappointed by it.
I've got to ask, how the fuck did this part get in such a bad state?
Have you not been paying attention to the messages that pop up?
No.
Well, there's the bloke, if I remember correctly, because I can't see them. He talks about how the material that we use is not as good as just plain old fashioned concrete or
Mm.
something. Like you could just press the pause button and have a look because they'll be on the right hand side.
They're not coming up, and I don't care enough.
Okay. So yeah, I recommend the '93 version. Tim Curry is, as you say, superb.
I didn't say that, but okay.
Well, you have previously described him as being akin to superb.
He is fun.
You know,
Tim Curry is
he's one of
fun.
those where I would say that his performance is similar to how I have heard Alan Rickman's portrayal of the Sheriff of Nottingham. I would say that they're in the same sort of league.
Yeah, I don't really like that film. I watched it and I didn't really get into it. But yeah, I can see why it's popular because it's one of those very generic middle of the road, but does it really well sort of things. It just wasn't for me.
It's widely regarded that the biggest highlight is Rickman.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair. Um, yeah, Tim Curry is one of those actors where he's usually one of the highlights of the thing he's in. You know, if he's in something bad, he automatically lifts it because he's so amusing.
Just like Command and Conquer Red Alert 3.
Yes, in space.
I love the fact that he's going to laugh. He has to stop himself from laughing before he says it because he knows how fucking ridiculous
It's
it
a
is.
fun, silly line. God bless him. Such a shame about his stroke.
Well, you know, he's getting on, isn't he? That's the problem.
Well, I mean, he had a stroke like more than 10 years ago.
Okay, but he was getting on Ben as well.
I know. I hope he
You
knows
know, I,
how much joy he brought, and I'm so sorry he is no longer able to work.
I would be surprised if he's still around in 10 years, which is a sad thing to say, but it's probably true.
Someone else who's not going to be around in 10 years and is happy for it, Dick Van Dyke. Don't know whether you heard about this.
No?
Well, Dick Van Dyke spoke in support of Kamala Harris
Okay.
for the election and was a Bernie supporter. And a reporter found him coming out of like a grocery store or something. Dick Van Dyke is like, I think he's 99.
Yeah, something like
They asked him how he felt that Trump won, and he said something along the lines of, "Well, I'm glad I won't be alive to see the majority of his term."
that. Brilliant. Did he do it in a shitty Cockney accent?
No, he has apologised for that.
I know.
Do you have a favourite Dick Van Dyke performance?
Nope.
Have you seen any Dick Van Dyke performances?
I've not seen enough to have a favourite.
You always say that. It's so
And
boring. Would you like to
and
talk?
I haven't seen much of the ones that I have seen it some of, so I can't really consider them a favourite either. I've not seen all of. Was he in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? Was that him?
Yes.
Yeah, I've not seen all of that.
Hi.
I haven't seen all of Mary Poppins. I've not seen any of the Dick Van Dyke Show.
Seen any of Diagnosis Murder?
Snippets, but again, not enough to really give a fuck.
I used to watch that when I was a kid at my nan's. I used to sit in the kitchen with a cornetto and watch Diagnosis Murder.
Was that on around the same time as Quincy?
Well, no. It was Diagnosis Murder and Murder She Wrote on, I think, BBC Two. I could be wrong. But yeah, I Diagnosis Murder was my jam when I was a kid. Explains a lot about me. There's an episode of Diagnosis.
No Resignation Jam by any chance?
There's an episode of Diagnosis Murder where it's you're familiar with The Bachelorette, right?
I am.
Well, it's a Bachelorette type TV show, and Dick Van Dyke's character's son, who's played by Dick Van Dyke's son, is a contestant, I think. Anyway, contestants keep getting murdered. These guys keep getting murdered, and Dick Van Dyke is like, "Oh, it's the woman that they're competing for. She has this mental health condition where she thinks she's a vampire." And they go to confront her, and then she starts fucking levitating.
Okay.
And it turns out she is actually a vampire.
Okay.
and that
ridiculous fucking face.
That episode is stuck with me because it's like, how the fuck do you go back to your normal life after that? She ends up dying. She like accidentally impales herself on a chair leg, I think, which is a stupid way to die. But it's just, you just sort of think You just make the silent pact to never speak of this again. That's just earth shattering. If you found out vampires were real, like what the fuck else is real?
Well, that's it, isn't it? That's the tip of the iceberg. It has
Are
to be.
werewolves real? Is the Loch Ness monster real? Is Bigfoot real? Oh my fucking
Whoa, whoa,
god!
whoa, whoa, whoa! Nessie's real.
Nessie's not real.
Nessie's probably dead,
No,
long dead.
I know you're
But
being
Nessie was real.
I know you're being facetious for comedic effect.
No, no, I'm willing to believe that the Loch Ness monster was a creature
No,
that lived in Loch Ness, but
no,
has been made into this legendary thing. It was just some fucking animal that got lost there
no,
somehow, and
new.
that's it.
No, I don't think it was.
Oh, it doesn't matter what you think. I'm entitled to my beliefs.
All right, I'm entitled to say they're shit.
Yeah, as you are.
All right, they're shit.
Pleasure doing business with you.
All right.
Go fuck yourself.
I also
You're
like
not my president.
Dick Van Dyke in what I've seen of an episode of Columbo, where he plays a photographer who fakes a kidnapping of his wife and murders her.
Oh, just one more thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Take it. They're also speaking of not being alive for much longer and being happy about it.
Yeah.
They're
What?
talking about allowing assisted suicides.
Is this your murderer topic?
No.
Okay. Yeah, the assisted suicides.
Yeah, that's a thing. This wasn't even one of my topics. I just deliberately didn't write it down, but you sort of inspired me to talk about it.
Because
I'm thinking of my friendship with you has made me decide.
Yes, I Are you in favour?
Look, I'm in favour of making sure that people who want to do that can do so in a humane way, whilst also preventing people from being coerced into it.
Yes.
I'm a libertarian, right?
Ugh.
I'm a fan of people being able to do the kind of things they want to do as long as it doesn't infringe upon anyone else's rights.
Mm-hmm.
Always have been, always will be. Turns out that's what that is when I created freeism.
Yes, it was
Wasn't
already
such a new
existing.
idea as I thought.
It was just, yeah, I read the BBC article. A rare instance where I read an article of something I was interested in, or something that caught the corner of my eye that wasn't cultural.
Normally, you just wait for there to be a documentary about it.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, I think from what it said, it takes 3 weeks, which is sort of fast track, but you need to get signatures from 2 independent doctors and a judge.
Yeah, I mean that makes
Which
sense.
sounds reasonable, you know.
I mean, I think you probably need to make allowances for people with conditions that would stop them from being able to do that easily.
I mean, the woman who's the MP who's suggested this bill, seems to have very carefully considered the whole thing. Because as you say, if I wanted to kill a relative for their estate and they were old, and you have to be diagnosed with a terminal illness that's going to kill you in a few months anyway, is one of the other prerequisites, which helps. I could potentially go down the whole euthanasia route. So it's good that
if you're wanting to bump off Grandpa before he ruined all your inheritance with his gambling addiction.
Yeah, exactly. You could do that. I really hope it becomes law, and I think one of the things this needs to go hand in hand with, I know there are many people who disagree with this and people campaigning against it, and I suspect most of them want better healthcare service anyway to prevent people from getting to the stage where they want to end their lives, like that. There's probably plenty who religious grounds probably are against it and don't really give a shit about.
I wonder what Justin Welby thinks.
Justin Welby thinks like he should never have let that child molester back in the church. That's what he thinks. You ballsed it up, Justin.
Sanctuary.
It's a bit weird that we've had
Sanctuary.
This is a bit weird that we've had an Archbishop of Canterbury called Justin. You know, if you told somebody that in like 1990, they'd think it was a shitty joke told by a stand-up about the changing face of British culture. Archbishop
Yes.
Justin. Do you
I
get
don't
what?
know when I don't know when the name Justin was originated, so I don't.
It's probably an old name like what is it? Is it
Like
Brit?
Tiffany.
Tiffany, that's the one. I thought it was Brittany. Yeah, Tiffany is like ancient. You could have a medieval character whose name was Tiffany, and it would.
But no one would ever believe it.
Well, that's yeah. I think was either a TV tropes page or a Wikipedia article or something that had
I think it was a
things.
Tumblr post.
Yeah, things like that where it's completely accurate, but because our popular conception of historical eras means you couldn't do it. It's like gladiators had sponsorship deals. You know
Yeah.
that? Like you'd
And
have
merchandise and all that kind of shit.
yes, Gaius's olive oil. 9 out of 10 gladiators agreed it's the best olive oil. Ridley Scott was going to put that in Gladiator, but decided against it because he didn't think it would be believed.
You think I had
Much
the balls to put it in Gladiator too?
no, much like the gay kiss he got rid of in Gladiator 2. Apparently, I don't know whether you heard about this.
Ugh. Nah, but I've not paid that much attention.
Why are you
I
going?
don't
Ugh.
really care.
What's wrong with a gay
So
kiss?
they got rid of it.
A little gay smooch.
That they got rid of it.
Uh,
Bowing to societal pressure to not
China,
show stuff.
China, and the
Well,
deep state. We want them monies.
yeah, well, sometimes you need to not do it for the money. I know that's not how business works,
But the
but
Romans were always kissing, smooching boys. Emphasis on
I
boys.
know that's yeah. I suppose you can't really show that, can you?
They were always doing that, weren't they? Bloody naughty men. Smooching.
Bastards.
Bloody smooching away. Not in my backyard.
We're not in your backyard. So kiss me, you fool.
I'm not kissing you. I know where you've been. I imagine where you've been.
You've been where I've been.
I know.
Yeah. Think about that.
I got a
After me. After me.
well, oh well. I got a phone call
Mm.
from a number I don't recognise,
I'd just ignore that shit.
and nobody in my family record. But it's really weird because I rang them back and it went to normal voicemail. There was no like business. Thank you for calling Pete's Taxidermy. You know, there was none of that.
You fluff 'em, we'll stuff 'em.
Yeah, and then we'll taxidermy them. But yes, it's no one my mum or my sister recognises as a number.
This is the wrong number then. Deal with it. That happens all the time.
I must know, Jordan.
No. I want to know what the magic words are that make these fucking cold callers actually take you off their system. There's got to be a
Please
phrase
take me
that
off
you can
your
use.
system. You go.
That doesn't work because I've said it so many fucking times. That's why I need the magic words, Ben. Because I've said please, and it just doesn't. I've been polite. I've been rude. I've sworn. I've said please. I've sworn whilst saying please. I've threatened legal action,
I really
but then
pity
they hang up.
poor cold callers.
No, I don't have an issue with them. Like these people are just doing their jobs. But at the same
Like the
time, if I want them to
Nazis.
leave me the fuck alone, they should do that as well, right? I don't begrudge someone doing a job, really, at the end of the day. But respect my privacy when I've specifically told you to respect my privacy. That's all I ask. And I don't think that's asking a lot. Maybe I'll just tell them I'm on that list. There's a list you can get put on, isn't there? Where if you people call you, they can get fined or whatever. Maybe I'll just tell them I'm on that list. But then they won't care because they're not the one paying the fine, are they?
No.
It's the company.
Unless they get fined if they call somebody who gets a company fined.
Maybe. Like, it's just frustrating. I hate it. I keep blocking my numbers. But the trouble is, I've got so many fucking numbers. And I think they're getting new ones.
I keep getting called by a will company after I bought my house. They
oh, wow.
My solicitor, unbeknownst to me, gave my details to a company that sells wills.
Oh well, I would have a word with your solicitor about that.
Well, we're complaining about him for a variety of reasons. Not sending
Okay.
information when it was needed, which cost my mum like 600 quid in emergency legal fees, which he's not pleased about. I mean, mum is escalating this shit.
Yeah, good.
Uh, don't preach.
Can we talk about Secret Santa?
Oh yes, please. We're doing that in the office.
I have been informed that someone is absolutely certain that I have got that to get them a gift. They're certain that I'm the person getting them a present.
Are you?
Let me guess. I am absolutely not the person getting them a present.
I have a funny story about presents.
I I got in today. I've been a bit sleep deprived this week because I've been going to bed at like 2 o'clock and then getting up at like 7 and
Yeah.
doing shit, and it's just not been great. I got in today right after saying talking about how sleep deprived I was. I started a conversation with him by saying, "What's this I hear about you having worked out?" No, sorry. Let me start again. How come you think I've got you for Secret Santa? And he gave me this look, and he was like, "I don't know which part of that to trust."
You're fucking
And
with him.
he doesn't know if I'm bluffing. He doesn't know if I'm double bluffing. He doesn't know if I'm just being a prick.
I my the
Matt, if you're watching this, which you won't be, but if you are, I don't have you, but I know who does.
in I in 30 years he's gonna go. I fucking knew it. um,
He's
yeah,
gonna know by Christmas. Like,
maybe I don't know. I there's I remember a colleague of mine lives across the street, right?
okay,
And
yeah.
it was his birthday on Monday, and I got a
Oh,
message from him, very exciting, saying, "Oh, I'm pretty sure this was you. Thank you so much. I love them."
it wasn't you,
But
was it?
you didn't have to. You really didn't have to. I was like, I hate to tell you this, but I didn't. And
Oh,
it was his partner who did.
oh my God.
So yeah, yeah.
Well,
And very awkwardly say, no, I don't really get presents for people anyway. So not really.
I I've got to get two presents. Oh, and oh God. Okay, I'm gonna lean in there. I need to be a bit quieter. Um, you can still hear me, okay, yeah?
Yes,
Right? You can still hear me, okay, yeah?
yes. I whispered it.
Okay, cool. Oh, and I couldn't hear you because you didn't lean in. I don't think. Anyway, there's this whole we're using a website for ours, and you can put a wish list on there. I don't know if we talked about it before or not. I can't remember, but
Maybe. Yeah.
it gives suggestions of things you might be interested in based on the budget, your age range, and some hobbies that you put in.
Yeah.
And I've been saying that everyone should do this because it's really handy, right? It's a
Yeah.
really helpful thing. If you don't know what to get someone, at least it gives a clue, right?
Could you
Fucking
say
handy.
could you send me the link to that because we're doing Secret Santa and I feel like it might be useful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Only the trouble is, it's yeah, you might be able to work it. I don't know. In fact, this thing drew who we had as well. So
Oh yeah, I think we've got one of those. Yeah. Go on.
yeah. So anyway, because of this conversation and the fact that I knew that three separate people had done wish lists, myself and two other people,
Hmm.
I have one of those people.
Yeah.
But because of my insistence that we should all do this, one of them, the person I've got, was like, "I know you haven't got me because you've been saying that you want people to do this, so I know that you it clearly isn't me you've got because otherwise you wouldn't be asking everyone to do it." So I played them as well. I played them like a kazoo.
Well, there's a lot of people in our office who don't want to do it.
Uh, we're doing two.
Are we?
No, no, not me and you. We in our office we're doing two. We're doing one within a small group and then an office wide one.
Hmm.
And so some people in the smaller group that didn't want to do it.
All right.
So I can relate. Carry on.
I'm writing a Christmas quiz. But yeah,
Oh,
we're doing we're doing Secret Santa. Us and the team we're closest to. So that'll be nice. Um, so yeah, I think a few of us will be doing that. I think, but it'll be nice. I hope we can get more people involved, maybe. But yeah, but yes, there's another one of my colleagues who works upstairs is doing a Christmas party, sort of foisted on us, but
mm-hmm.
that she's sort of Sort of trying to figure out what it was. I mean, she'll never watch this, so it's fine. She the, I'm sounding like you now. The themes.
No, because I at least say if you are watching
If you
this,
are watching this, I appreciate your
but
no, your
you don't appreciate her, but
no, her
I don't know what's worse.
keenness. Not, I don't want to say optimism because that sounds bad. You know what I mean?
Eagerness.
Eagerness, enthusiasm,
Spunk. No, not
enthusiasm.
spunk.
No, yes. Um, yeah, the themes she came up with were 70s
Oh God.
or dinosaur. Couldn't
God.
decide. Decided to go with both.
70s died. All right, Jimmy Savile.
Oh, was was promptly uh, told by a manager of one of our teams that actually no, we won't be partaking in this theme. Maybe we should just have a standard Christmas party. Um, so yes, we're having a standard Christmas party for which there will be a quiz, and myself and a colleague are writing it.
Oh, now you're sharing the writing duty. I see
Well,
how it is. You've been downgraded, have you?
well, no, I was sort of upgraded because she was given. The way this happened was that she was going to write a few questions, and then I was talking to the party giver and was like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm happy to write a few questions. If you want, I could do a round." And then we were just like, you know what? Why don't me and my other colleague just write the whole damn thing, and we'll stay out of it. You know,
Well,
I think it would be fun.
hopefully you do have fun.
The difficult thing is trying to figure out questions. Believe it or not.
What the difficult part about writing a quiz is the actual writing a quiz.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm amazed at that issue. I'd never have guessed that. Well done for educating me on it. Fuck off. Yeah, fuck it.
Because
You ain't off for the shit sometimes.
because well, I look. The temptation is to sort of you accidentally end up writing questions to which you know the answer. But there's a lot of shit I know the answer to that other people might not. You know.
Yeah.
Um, who was the third president of the United States?
Andrew Jackson.
Thomas Jefferson. See, I could get that. I just have. But if I
Yeah.
asked one of my colleagues, they'd probably go, "Oh, what a terrible question."
What number was Jackson?
Jackson was seventh.
Oh, wow.
So you're not far off, I guess, comparatively speaking.
No, in the grand scheme, it was the right end of the list. Just
You know, Andrew Jackson's parrot was escorted out of escorted out of his
Come on,
funeral.
finish your thing.
Escorted out of his funeral because it wouldn't stop swearing. There you go.
Good old.
Yeah, that's the anecdote. It was also the subject of the first presidential assassination attempt. The guy.
They tried to assassinate the parrot.
No, Andrew Jackson. He's
Oh, okay.
the crazy guy who thought he was the rightful
Jesus.
heir to the throne of England. Fired two pistols at him, and both of them misfired. And that's been the odds of that happening have been calculated as like 1 in 1 billion or something.
Good God.
And,
God intervened.
And Andrew Jackson jumped on the guy and beat the shit out of him with his walking stick and had to be dragged off because he was fucking insane. He was a very violent man, Andrew Jackson.
They had to pull him off of this guy.
Yes, yes, Jordan. They wanked off the assassin.
That's not what I said.
Just think, will you? God's sake.
Honestly, Ben, you are terrible.
Not everybody's wanking, Jordan.
All right, Mark. That's the most Corrigan you sounded all night, that is.
Is it?
Yeah. And actually, I'll have you know that everyone is wanking. That's what all people are doing, Ben.
All the
They're all
time.
wanking,
When
and none of them are thinking about you.
What a mean thing to say.
Do you want them to be thinking about you?
I mean, you're right. I'm sure you're right. Actually, at this point in time, you're right. It wasn't always the case.
Do you want them to be thinking about you? Do you want me to start thinking about you?
It might be nice to make a cameo here and there, you know.
Yeah,
Can I have a
the
walk
guy
on?
who's judging me for being too noisy.
Can I have a walk on
Do you
part?
mind? I'm trying to sleep here.
Can I have a walk on part in your
No.
weird section? sexual fantasy.
No,
They just pop on and go, "Hi, everybody," and then cut to the audience applauding. You know, special guest star.
no. I want to get him finished at some point.
Well, it might be a good way to stave it off. I could pop up and.
I don't need help staving it off.
Really?
No, I'm like a bloody. What's a thing that doesn't finish? I'm like a bloody opera me.
A dead
I just keep going
horse.
on and on.
A dead horse with a
No,
blind
because I'd like it
jockey.
if you flogged me.
Okay, that was quicker and cleverer than you have any right to be. But yes, well done. Well done, you filthy bugger.
So anyway,
What were we talking about? How did we get onto this? Dick Van Dyke,
Secret Santa.
Secret Santa. Yeah.
Fuck knows how. I found my Santa hat last week as well, so I'm gonna have to wear that to the Christmas party.
Jingle
And there's a
bell,
very
jingle
good
bell.
chance that that means that someone's going to try and sit on my lap. And then I'm going to feel obligated to ask if I've been a good girl this year.
You
And
work.
then it's all going to get awkward, and HR's already going to be there.
You working in a 1970s sex comedy? Is that where this is heading?
No, as long as it's not Porky's, because those guys were basically sex offenders.
They're all Confessions of a Window Cleaner. He's looking at it like fucking schoolgirls and going, "Oh, they grow fast for their age." It's like Jesus
Well, I wouldn't know. I've not seen or read or watched or whatever.
Jesus Christ, Robin Asquith. You know, that's the only clip I've seen of Confessions of a Window Cleaner.
Oh, I see. I bet it's any clip you need, isn't it?
Well, it tells you everything you need to know.
So yes, sir.
I'm not a pervert.
No, everyone's a pervert. They just hide it.
Very cynical.
But funny enough, that's the other second. Someone said to me today. Actually, I don't think you are cynical, Jordan. I think you're just a realist.
Ugh.
Yeah.
What a horrible world that would be. I don't want to live in that
My
world.
cynicism was just realistic.
Yeah,
I know people, Ben.
Person.
I know people.
I know people too, and I think they're all arseholes.
Look at you. Yeah, they are all arseholes. They're all arseholes.
Well, not all of them. Just
and jerking off, and none of them are thinking about us. I mean, you. And then.
Really? Is anybody thinking about you when they're doing that? I shouldn't think so.
I mean, I'd like to think occasionally my partner does, but I know how often I'm thinking about her while I am. And
well, there you go. Why would she?
Well, because I'm pretty good in bed, actually.
Well, yeah, that's probably the point. She already has you. Why would she want to think about you when she's,
Well, why not?
Jacking and Jilling it?
I believe the preferred terminology is tribbing.
I don't like that.
You don't have to.
Tribbing.
It's them that are doing it.
It's worse than nonce.
As long as you don't trib a nonce, you're all right. Are we calling it after this one?
Well, I should bloody well think so. We've been here hours.
We're doing a good job, though.
These kids better fucking appreciate this. You watch this
place. Do you want to know something? We never come back.
This place will be covered in fucking condoms before you know it.
Speaking of covered in condoms.
Oh God, is this
Christmas
party?
No, I've been tidying up my bedroom lately.
Oh no.
What's
he found?
No, nothing.
I bet it's something to do with the clown's anus.
Nothing sordid at all. I've been feeling the urge to be a bit more organised, so I had a good old tidy up. Threw out some of the old sex toys.
Good. I just imagine your wheelie bin sort of vibrating in the night.
I have a wheelie bin. We have a dumpster that we all share.
Okay.
I have seen people dive in there before for stuff.
Well,
so
they're in luck, aren't they? Really, if they want to.
Hooray! A used dildo. Don't sniff it.
Okay. Well, yeah. I found that I don't need to clean as much as I did at home because I'm not being fucking nagged to clean all the time. I do my kitchen. It's a bit dusty in places, but I really don't care.
Oh,
reminds me of being back at uni because we didn't clean.
Really?
We didn't clean a lot at all when we were at uni. Every now and then it got too objectionable, but that was mostly the kitchen, and I stay on top of that. So I can't imagine I'm going to clean. Reminds me of the old Quentin Crisp line that he stopped cleaning because after a while, there's only so it only gets so dusty. You know?
Yeah, that's fair enough.
So yeah.
Um, I I got just you getting moaned at to clean. Reminded me that I had a Facebook friend suggestion who I thought, upon reading the name, obviously I'm not going to tell it here, I thought was potentially that other person that you lived with.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was a friend, there was one mutual friend, and it looked like your picture,
Uh,
and I thought, well, fair enough.
uh,
I didn't try and add them
mm.
because I get all sorts of friend suggestions.
Are they mostly
Sometimes it's
sex
I'm
robots?
like, no, no, no. They're mostly local singles.
Are they?
Yeah, but not like. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them, but they're not like the kind of attractive way you don't believe that they're real.
They
Does that
look
make
they
sense?
look fake. Is that what you're saying?
And no, no, no. They look like real people. They don't look fake.
That's that's kind of depressing that they look like real people. I've seen the people in the town you live.
Well, they're not all from here. Some of them are from Peterborough.
Oh, fucking sexy Peterborough.
Mm,
It's
that exotic, that
locale.
exotic pussy.
Do you? Hmm, ew. Yeah. Have
Well,
you
they've got like Siamese
have you
girls and all
have you
sorts.
accepted the friend request from the Peterborough and the your local town?
No, 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 no. It's they're not friend requests. They are friend
Oh right,
suggestions.
sorry.
It's suggesting people to me.
Are you doing Facebook dating or something? Is that where that's gone?
No,
They've
no,
gotten
no,
that.
no. Because it prompted me to do that a couple of years ago, and I was like, no, I'm not doing that.
That's depressing.
That is depressing. Just because it thinks I'm single, when my relationship status is much more complicated than that.
Yeah.
I'm single with caveats.
Well, yeah. You're not single, but you're open.
Yeah,
Legs
like a big.
akimbo.
You got to buy me a drink first, preferably two.
Hmm. Well, hmm.
Make it a large,
As you bloody
and
well
then
know, that's from Peep Show.
yes.
The dickhead who was
Mark
in
got raped in
coma.
that, didn't he?
What in Peep?
Just
Yeah,
like
he did get raped in Peep Show, just like that
just
woman
like
from
one from Three Musketeers.
Three
Although they was a bit
Musketeers.
different.
Well, Mark Corrigan didn't get executed for trying to avenge his rape.
Well, it wasn't just that he was doing. It was a wrong one as well. She was a wrong one for other stuff. She'd murdered people before,
Oh, who
other
cares?
people. But
Do you like
two
one of
wrongs
my? Do
don't make a right.
you like one of my topics?
Do we have to?
Well, I haven't actually given
No,
you
no,
many.
no, you haven't.
I've mostly been just nattering.
Go on, then, give me one.
Well, you're obsessed with pornography.
Oh, so are Mattel.
Well, that wasn't my topic, but yeah, let's do that. Yeah, Mattel launched a Wicked set of dolls from the
Yep,
upcoming film Wicked, based on the Broadway play Wicked. And
which is in turn inspired by the Wizard of Oz,
yes,
I assume.
which is in turn adapted from the book by Frank L. Baum.
Which is in turn inspired by some drugs he took one time.
I think it's about the gold. Well, is it about the gold standard, or is that just an urban legend?
I don't fucking.
I don't know. I think people who
I'm not entirely sure I care.
it's new. Anyway, yes, they had these dolls come out, and they had a website on the back, and the website was wicked.com. Now, I've never heard of wicked.com.
Neither had I, and I know you don't believe that,
I
but it's
don't
true.
believe that.
It's true. I hadn't heard of it before.
Uh,
I had to Google it to make sure I wasn't just being
oh, did you
tricked.
have to Google it? Did you?
Well, no, it's like you see something like that, you don't know if it's true or not, do you? So I did my own research in a safe way, and it didn't look like the kind of porn site I'd be that interested in. To be honest with you,
Because
I
they're
don't
all.
remember much about it. It was forgettable.
Is it because they're all green?
No, is it? Would it be rude to ask them if their pussy's green in light of the circumstances?
I don't know.
I feel like that's a grey area. Or maybe in a green area.
Green,
Who knows?
yeah. But yes, they accidentally put a porn website on the back of their doll for children.
One hell of a recall underway.
Who looks up the websites at the back of those boxes? Really,
I didn't even know they put websites on the back of those boxes.
they
So
do,
who
but
knows?
I don't know. I guess collectors. If you're looking to get the set, you might go on the website and just order them online or something. I don't know.
You mentioned my porn obsession or addiction or whatever.
Yeah.
I did see a video on TikTok of someone speed running naming a bunch of porn stars that were coming up on the screen, and I did recognise far more of them than is comfortable.
Hmm.
I wouldn't have been able to name all of them. I would probably been able to name about a third of them.
There
And there
are
was like 60.
3,000 of them.
I could probably name at least about 100 porn stars if I actually tried. If I really tried.
Are we doing
But the
this?
trouble
Are
is,
we doing this
no,
now
no,
on camera?
no, no. The thing is, you could make up a name that sounds
Oh,
like a
I'd
porn name,
never
and
know.
it's probably a porn.
Uh,
Arnold Spunkler is probably the name of a porn star.
what was Chris Chan's escort name? Was it Tiffany Bustcakes or something?
I don't know.
That's such a funny character until the rape.
Such an old archaic name.
Was it? I think it was Tiffany Bustcakes. And
That was harkening back to our earlier conversation about Tiffany.
what was the name of the sex doll? It was Officer Nasty. I think it was. And Officer Nasty was ended up getting popped during the act. Officer Nasty fell in the line of duty.
Oh wow,
What a
that's terrible.
de-
That's disturbing.
dark, depressing, grotty, fungal
I know that
story that is.
I know that I have a problem because I get adverts for those dolls that you can buy that are supposedly fairly realistic.
Mm.
But like I've never bought one and I'm never gonna buy one.
Are you never going to
I have
buy
an
one?
actual I don't think I'm ever gonna buy one. I mean I've got an actual woman that I can have sex with if I want to. And if she wants to, which is also important.
Well, bully for you.
Just to be clear, it is a mutual agreement that these
All
things take
right,
place.
you've
It's not
covered
just
yourself.
on my whim.
I'm sure the law court will accept your plea.
Well, we've been talking a lot about sex crime tonight.
Well,
All things
would you like
considered.
to hear the topic I was actually going to do?
Sorry, yeah, we're finished with Wicked. Carry on.
Yeah. Um,
I've got that off my list.
you're obsessed with porn.
Apparently, yeah.
Well, you're not the only ones. One.
Is it? Is it the people who? Is it Matt? No, it's not Mattel. Who is it? Is it you?
It's North Korean soldiers who
Oh
have
well, I mean,
been sent to fight for the Russians,
if
and
you're in Ukraine, then you know.
apparently have gotten obsessed. There's so many videos of them just. Sometimes it's not even porn. There was a video I saw of a guy just watching a woman dance online. You know,
Hey, eroticism touches people in all sorts of ways.
somebody made the point that this is the closest we'll ever get to what would it be like to show a medieval peasant Pornhub. You know, because
Good God, they've got their ankles out.
they've never
Good
seen
God, they've got more than their ankles out.
they've never seen anything like this.
No.
This must be the most. I mean, how do you go back? You don't go back. If I was a North Korean soldier, I would abandon my post.
Well, there's speculation that a lot of them have. It's not a lot, but some of them are signing up and agreeing to go purely so they can.
Yeah, wouldn't you?
And I don't blame them.
I mean, anything is better than North Korea, right?
Yeah, especially if your hands blicks.
You'd
Oh, he died, didn't he? So
I'd probably rather die in the line of duty. You go out, you get to watch, videos on the internet. You get to experience the internet to the extent that you can when you're in a fucking hole in the middle of Ukraine, um, which is still a lot more than you're used to. And if you die, well, hell, you're not going back to North Korea, are you?
almost as bad as Hull.
Yeah. So I don't, I wouldn't blame them. It's
No, me
quite,
neither.
it's quite a,
Plus, porn can be very fun.
it's quite a bold decision, isn't it, for North Korea to do this? I don't know why, because their soldiers are shit.
Oh yeah, but you know how it is. They've got to do their part, or else
They've got a lot of them.
they're not
but,
going to get the money.
well, just make Russia look a bit desperate on the world stage.
Well, they don't need to worry anymore, do they? Because it's only about a time before Ukraine is forced to concede some land, so the war can end.
I'm getting chilly. I'll be back in a second.
Why would he be going to get chilly at this time of day? Hi, welcome to Chili's. Ha 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 ha. I think I do have a porn addiction, to be honest with you. But the thing is, right, it's just so much fun to wang. You know? I mean, have you tried it? You probably have. People do. And it's just so fun. I just like it so much. You know? It's just so darn... No, not wholesome. Wholeless, really, if you're jerking it. But, you know, such is life. Welcome back.
Yeah. Right. This is a big one, isn't it?
They get bigger.
As the
This is why you need to upgrade the equipment.
what's wrong with me nozzle?
It'd make things a lot easier and a bit quicker if you upgraded the equipment. Trust me. Some of them it means that you'll be able to do it from further away, which means that you don't necessarily have to climb quite so high. All that kind of shit. Trust me, it will be beneficial, especially when we're doing the ones in the desert and the UFO. Good God, when we do the UFO, and when we get to the pyramid at the end, you're going to be begging. Are you yawning at me?
Yeah.
How rude. Very rude of you. So, do you want to have one of my topics?
Yeah.
Which famous dog suddenly gets a bit more screen time now? In the news, in fact.
I have a vague feeling I might know the answer to this, but I can't tell you what it is.
Oh, is it some sort of state secret or something?
No, I think when you tell me, I'll know. I'll be like, oh yes, I have heard about this.
It's the Dogecoin dog.
Oh fuck, yes, I do know about this. Oh shit.
Yeah, because the Department of Government Efficiency, or Doge, is being a thing now, isn't it?
This
And
is
who's in charge of that now?
Elon fucking Musk. This is the dumbest
But that's not
timeline.
it. That's not everything though, Ben. Because apparently there's a second person.
Yeah,
It's helping run
what's
this.
the guy? I know the guy's name. Yeah, which is
don't know,
ironic, as Elizabeth
It is
Warren pointed
absolutely.
out, that you need two people to run the Department of Efficiency.
This is the most ridiculous fucking thing. The fact that it is Doge.
I'd
noticed it was Doge before it was pointed out. Because I saw a lot of stuff about it, but I noticed it was Doge first.
You know,
not first out of everyone, but before they said, "Oh look, it's Doge."
You know, Elon Musk came up with that and talked to Trump about it and was so fucking pleased with himself.
Yeah.
What an
Right to the moon.
utter bell end. You see, Trump had a little snipe at Elon because he likes to sort of humiliate people to feel big about himself. He said,
Was it about his stomach?
No, he said that's fucking weird, isn't it? He said Elon.
It is fucking weird. I'm
said,
not one to body shame, but fucking hell, Elon, put a shirt on.
He said Elon Musk had been round his house and wouldn't leave. Like, oh, I can't get rid of I can't do Trump. Oh, I can't get rid of the guy. Oh, he's always round. Oh, Elon, why won't you go home? That's what it was like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking dope. That's just. I wish people were smart.
Yeah, me too.
You know.
But the trouble is, how smart do they have to be before all of a sudden you no longer are?
Well, I don't know, as smart. I wouldn't mind being stupid.
Well, that's lucky then, isn't it? Because guess what, Ben? Have
I'm
I got a surprise for you, Algernon?
I'm not stupid. People think I'm stupid, but I'm not stupid. It's the great
Did you get my reference?
Yes, Clovers for Algernon. I get it. People
Flowers,
flower.
flowers for Algernon.
Who fucking cares?
If you're gonna get it right.
Well, do you know what the plot?
Because
What's the plot of the novel?
the plot of a novel is that there's some sort of experiment being going on, which allows Algernon to become clever, despite the fact that he's, not. But it accelerates his rate of dying or something or other. I've read enough of it, the plot, to know what's going on in it,
Hmm.
but I couldn't give you all the. It's the Cliff Notes version.
Hmm. I have to read
The,
it.
the the brain that works twice as hard dies twice as fast, or something stupid like
Well,
that.
no, it's not that. It's this guy who, as you say, he's a janitor, and he has this experimental operation because he's not particularly bright, and it makes him incredibly intelligent. And he finds he can't relate to anybody anymore. And I think he kills himself, or he opts for an operation that would kill him, or something. I don't know.
Doesn't he make himself stupid again? Isn't that the thing?
Possibly, yeah.
Because it's better to. He'd rather be a blissful idiot. It's like the Homer Simpson thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
Homer Simpson has his version of it as
with a
well.
crayon in his nose. Look, I am clever.
Yeah.
My therapist said so.
Yeah, but how many people has your therapist seen?
It's just a shame that
What's the metric that they're judging by?
it's just a shame that nobody else really sees it a lot of the time. It's very sad. It's a very sad existence. Do you dumb yourself down for people?
Sometimes
I find
it's
my
simpler.
I find myself doing it like regularly. You know, just naturally because I know people will look at me funny if I talk normal. Like this is just me relaxing. I don't share views I might have because
It's why I make stupid jokes. It's
mm,
because I know people will get them.
yeah, yeah. I know I may not sound clever in these, but I is, and that's sad. Being dumb must be lovely.
Yeah, must.
Mm.
Ignorance is bliss.
It's the most joyous thing you can possibly imagine. Being a big dumb bastard.
Oh,
What's your murderer thing then?
oh, there's been a murder in Spalding.
Another one?
Yeah,
Anyone
like
I
this last week.
who?
I don't know who they were. No one in. I say no one important. No one important to me. No one in any way connected to me. But because like the last big one, it was just around the corner from. Like we knew the family, you know. But I've no. I don't know where. I'm not aware of any connection with
Mm.
to this person. So I'm not that fussed. I mean, it's bad. It's terrible. It's a shame that someone's died. Murderers, bastards. Ugh, but I don't care that much. It happened near the Aldi Row, and I used to frequent that, so I'm familiar with the area.
It was
But
a
yeah, there's been a murder.
Polish chap
Yep.
who was murdered by a gentleman of no fixed abode.
Apparently they tried CPR at the scene. Apparently there's video footage of the incident, which has apparently been circulating on social media. No, I have not seen, but I also didn't watch the hanging of Bin Laden. Or no, not Bin Laden. Saddam Hussein. So I also haven't seen Two Girls One Cup.
Yes, you have. Did you
I
close your
don't think I.
eyes when our? I remember we went to school with a chap I think was Swedish.
Oh, Kevin,
Yeah. Didn't you go around
fucking good
his?
at chess.
Yes. Didn't you go around his house and watch it?
I don't remember ever watching it.
Maybe it was a different person I was friends with at the time.
I distinctly
Who
feel like I
went?
would.
Who went and watched it? Yeah. I didn't really watch it.
I feel like it's the kind of thing that I would know if I'd watched, and I'm pretty sure I haven't.
I don't think I've watched that. I don't think I could bring. I think I thought, well, this. I'm curious about this and started it, and then the music started playing. I was like, okay, I don't want to watch it.
Oh, there's music, is there?
Yeah, at the start it's like do 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 do. It's not like that, but it's like gentle piano music.
Ah, yes. Perfectly suited for shitting in a cup. or whatever it is. Is that the gist? It is shit, isn't it? Or it's supposed to be shit. I don't know if it's actually shit.
Yeah, and then she licks it, and then her friend licks
Yeah,
it. I think they're
her
friends.
friend, both of them are girls.
Her
Hence the
roommate.
title. Oh my god, they were roommates.
Yeah.
Wow. La 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 la.
Do you mind?
Nope. Do you?
Yes.
Good. Punk. 95% done.
Yay, I'm helping.
You're doing your part.
Yeah.
Just like a hell diver. Become a hell diver today. Oh, I can't wait till we have our F1 topic.
Oh shit, we've got another F. Are you playing the F1 game today?
Yep.
All right. Well, you do it then.
Oh, I will.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I play the F1 game? I've still got so many more tracks to do.
You won't do them all.
I don't know, Ben.
No, you won't. You never do.
I'm going. This is going to be the thing.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I guarantee you it won't be.
Well, I look forward to proving you wrong.
Okay. See, we had a fourth video this week.
Who what?
We had a fourth video this week uploaded.
Did we?
Yes, I was so annoyed at how poorly I did in that Hitman level in the suburbs that I did it again.
Oh.
Recorded it, and I snuck into his house and I poisoned him. And then I waited 5 minutes for him to take a drink. And then I left.
Oh, well.
And there you go.
However, did you... I don't know. Something... Insert a thing here that seems derisive or offensive in some way. I'm too tired. I haven't slept a lot.
Why haven't you slept? That's silly.
So I haven't slept a lot.
Why haven't you slept a lot? That's silly.
Well, I've just been busy.
That's no excuse. I've been tired too, but we've been busy at work, as I said, and yeah, it's been I'm finding myself getting back to that point where I'm craving sleep, where I'm thinking, God, when I get out of bed, I'm like, I got, you know what, this day is just about getting to the end of the day so I can get back into bed. And I haven't really felt like that since sixth form, you know,
Yeah.
which is sad because getting out of bed should be the best part of the day. Well, not the best part, but you shouldn't. I need to look forward to things a bit more.
You know.
Well, thank you for your contribution.
I'm multitasking.
Are you texting?
Oh, my partner, something's come up.
What's come up?
We'll talk about it later.
Is everything all right?
For now.
Okay. Well, I shall fill.
I'm still here. Just
I can almost hear Jordan's voice as he talks about stuff. Oh, who can be fucked? I got my sofa set up.
Oh yeah.
I need to get my TV set up properly so I can actually watch DVDs. Oh, my boiler went. I didn't get any hot water. I think I may have told you.
Yeah, you did last week.
I got it fixed, but the hot water takes a long time to start. It's worrying.
Yeah, I've had to turn my boiler off today because it wouldn't stop putting heat out of the radiators. Even though I had the thermostat on set to like 10 degrees, it was still fucking pumping out heat. So yeah, that wasn't overly happy. I was pleased with that.
Much as I enjoy being a homeowner, this is one of those things you just got to deal with. Like it is you have to manage your house. This is one of those things.
Yep.
It's stupid and I don't like it. I miss having Chinese food on a Thursday as well. I do miss that, but it's way too expensive. Way too expensive. So I get fish and chips instead. Well, there is a pizza kebab place at the end of the road.
I
No,
had a pizza for tea yesterday.
well, I would get from there, but it looks a little expensive and it's scary. Where I can get 10 quid. I can get chips and battered sausage for like 10 quid. I'm gonna ask for scraps next time.
That feels like too much money. A tenner.
For large chips and a large battered sausage.
Yeah.
Well, it's more like 9.90 something, and 3 drinks,
Oh, that changes things.
3 cans of Dr Pepper. Because I'm a thirsty boy. I've been peeing a lot lately.
Yeah, me too. Me too, actually. But I chalk that up to the fact that there's a guy at work who makes a coffee every fucking hour,
How often do
and I
you?
can turn him down. But
How often do you go to pee?
well, I mean, in the uh, sorry, in the morning, like once when I get up,
Mm.
and then not again until about 10, 11 when I'm in the office, because that's when all the coffee that's
Yeah, that just
have
sounds
been
that.
pre-made.
See, that just sounds like you're peeing because you've drunk a lot in the day. I'm not doing that. I'm going when I wake up, and then I'm going when I'm getting the office. I'm going like once every 45 minutes,
Mm,
more than that at times. You know, like
yeah.
I went today, and then I sat down, and about 20 minutes later I had to go again, and 20 minutes after that I had to go again.
Mm,
And I was covering reception for 3 hours, and I went twice, which is good. But twice in 3 hours after not really drinking all that much isn't, you know.
no, I don't know.
I mean, I don't think it's cancer, but I think it might be a bladder thing, or some sort of infection, urinary tract infection. I don't know. I'm gonna see the doctor about it because it's become noticeable as of late.
Has it really?
Yes. Are you paying any sort of
Well,
attention to my
yes, I have. You said it's become noticeable as of late. I'm stuck on the fucking. There we go.
Okay. Sorry, I thought you weren't interested. You were just stuck on the roof. Yes, but it has. Um,
Well,
Actually, I'm gonna get it checked out. I'm gonna make an appointment.
good. You should get yourself checked out.
I've been peeing a lot.
Have them check your balls while you're at it, and
I've
your
had
prostate.
I've done that already.
Well, there's no harm in getting it done again.
It's-
There's no downside to getting checked, Ben.
Well, no. I mean, 99%. Yay, we did it.
No, we didn't. We're not finished, Ben.
What have we got left?
Well, if you
Large blue
pause, it gives you
floor.
around.
Green floor.
If
Okay.
you click on the thing, it'll flash up the thing that's actually
Oh,
been hit.
remind me what the button for that was, brain.
Oh, for you, it's whatever tab is.
It's like up,
But
is
no,
it?
tower. Yeah, I don't know, up or right or something. But no, that's not what I meant. If you click on it on the whatchamacallit, on the actual menu that tells you, you said there isn't a blue floor thing that needs cleaning.
No, I'm looking at the top next to the percentage. It just tells you where you are.
Yeah, that doesn't
99%
help.
climbing pole guards.
Okay, so if I click on that now, for me, it's flashing, so I know which one it is.
Well, I can't remember which button it is.
No, it's flash. Okay, pause the game.
Yeah.
Go to something that's 99% and select it.
Yeah.
Is it now? The bar is orange now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now close your menu.
I have done.
Okay, and it was flashing, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Ugh. Uh, hey. Right.
I'm looking for tower trim, but I can't.
Large bridge slats. Whoop. Oh, I overheard someone I work with say I was very good.
Do they know you?
Yeah, they were walking with another colleague at an equal level, and
I mean, peer.
yeah, that's a good word, peer. Yeah, and they mentioned they were talking about a process we do, and they mentioned my name and said yes, well, Ben's very good, but
But
yeah,
have
well,
you met him?
I think they were talking about the process and some of the struggles that their team are having with it. I think Ben's very good, but you know we need to do this or we need to do that. Yeah.
Well, actually, well, we've just finished this.
Yes, I guess we're calling it. Bye.
What? Hang on now.
What?
Before we do, what's next on the list of things?
Clean the detached house or clean
Yeah,
the golf cart?
the golf cart's fairly small if you wanted to do that as well.
No. Bye.